thanks for watching WMCM's Afternoon Delight. I'm Bree.
I'm Camille.
I'm Trent.
And I'm Sarah. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some entertainment news, some weird news, and more. But first, we're going to start out with the Oscars, since that was the latest thing to happen on Sunday night. So, did you guys see on the red carpet, we're going to start out with the red carpet stuff, Reese Witherspoon apparently is very sick of being asked who she's wearing. So she wants people, reporters to ask her a little bit more of, than just what she's wearing. So she asked the journalists not to ask her what she's wearing, but instead ask her the questions that some of her male counterparts get. So questions like, what are your influences for this role? Like, how did you prepare for this role? That kind of thing. So what do you guys think?
I think that what Reese Witherspoon said really shows that she cares about her career instead of what you're saying, what she's just wearing. But like I was talking to you earlier about, as a female in the 21st century, ever since Academy shows have been aired, I feel like females definitely look at what the celebrities are wearing because we see it as new trends, new styles, but I think that if anchors and reporters asked more questions about what their roles are, how their shows are being produced and everything, it would do a better job at promoting more television shows and movies.
For sure. What are your thoughts, Trent?
Yeah, definitely. I can understand her frustrations with getting the same questions over and over. Being on the red carpet with the Oscars especially is a big chance for actors to, get to display their identity. When we see them in where we normally see them in the movies and things like that, they're always playing a character. So I can understand her frustrations. Yeah. But at the same time, I think that the red carpet and the Oscars in general is a fashion statement. And, you often see women wearing a lot more of a variety of clothing than you see the men wear. But.
For sure.
Okay, first off, she looked gorgeous. I would like to point that out.
Okay. She did.
And then also, to be fair, this is where a lot of designers start to get name recognition. So I do think that it's okay to ask them, but they do also ask men who
they're wearing.
Yeah, right. They do ask that as well.
Yes. I think her point was it's more focused on, females, the question.
I don't know if you guys remember from past shows within the past 5 years how they've had the nail camera.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I've never seen that.
What nails?
Oh.
So
they show you
the manny cam.
Manny cam?
Just let me walk my fingers up to your camera.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So weird.
But I know Katy Perry, was it Katy Perry that had the tuxedo nails, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
Weird thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
I think that we should focus more as a society on what the actors do have to say about their shows.
For sure.
And their movies.
And their craft. It's their craft. It's how they make a living.
Career.
Going off of the whole feminism idea, Steve Carell also had his cufflinks that said hashtag he for she, which is all Emma Watson's kind of thing she's doing right now to push forward into that too. So I thought that was really cool. She wrote him a really nice thank you note saying thank you for even bringing this issue up to our to the Oscars. So.
Right.
I think Steve Carell is such a class act.
He really is.
He was
so wonderful.
Neil Patrick Harris walked into the audience and walked up to Steve Carell and was like, "Hey, who are you here to see tonight?" Totally acting like he wasn't famous at all, and he just played it off so well. Obviously, they probably practiced it before rehearsed it, but it was really.
And he's willing to do. Willing to do something like that.
Something like that.
For sure, and I think that's just wonderful. Well,
one of my favorite actors.
Speaking of Neil Patrick Harris, though, he's a class act. Hosting the Oscars on Sunday, and apparently he's very comfortable in his own skin. I think we have a picture at some point here where he went on stage wearing just his underwear. There we go. And he looks good. He looks really good. He's 41 years old, by the way. Oh my gosh, he's incredible. But he did that in reference to the Birdman, the new movie coming out, or it's out now. But fun fact about the underwear scene, he told Kelly Ripa on
The next
Live with
morning,
Kelly,
yeah.
the next morning, about how they had to sew 2 pairs of underwear together because during rehearsals he just had the one pair on and it was showing through the lights. You know, you could see through it.
Hey.
So he had the 2 pairs of underwear sewed through it. And quote, he says this in quote, "We had to do something so you couldn't tell my religion." Yeah.
I watched Live with Kelly and Michael the next morning, and
Yeah.
he looked so tired.
Oh.
Just coming up the whole night after that, and that was such a hard job to host an award show. I can't
Right.
even imagine.
Well,
How much
Trent,
work.
Yeah, could you get up there and do that?
I don't know. That's a little bit scary for me. I think Neil also said that there was no props used in that. Besides
There were no props in that
That's
one.
definitely a bold move, but that's what Neil does. He entertains, and he's a comedian, and you've seen that throughout his roles. And I think he did a fantastic job.
I don't know if any of you guys saw Gone Girl this past year.
I haven't.
But his role in that movie, he did a really good job.
Was he? Good.
Rose, I can't think of her last name, but who played the Gone Girl,
Yes,
whatever you want to
yes.
call her. She said that she had to sit on her hands while Neil Patrick Harris was up there because she would have felt like she was trained to go up there and murder him all. Spoiler alert, murder him all over again. So, way to go. Spoiler alert for our, so, yeah.
But oh my gosh, he's one of my favorites. He really is.
One point that I wanted to make was that when he did open the show this weekend, the Oscars, I felt like he made it more Tony themed.
Yep.
With the whole, it felt like a little Broadway show almost when he opened it up. But
Yeah.
he played it off well, and I think he did a good job. I really liked Ellen last year as the host, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. Yeah, she was good too.
The selfie, I think, will be something that our Generation Y will always remember.
Exactly. Those moments.
The selfie. I think we should take a selfie.
We should take a selfie. I think we've already
We
taken
don't
a
have the
selfie.
time right
We don't have the time, but later we'll take a selfie.
Okay.
But speaking of speaking of him hosting, people were really angry that there wasn't more choreography with the opening act. Like,
It was kind of blah.
yeah. So
I agree with that.
it was just a little strange.
To be fair, he's no Ellen, and I'm sorry. I know you love him, but
I know. It's okay.
He's
It's
good. I
okay.
think he's better for like the Tonys. I don't think he is good for the Oscars. I would have.
Tonys. I would rather
Yeah.
see him on a
Yeah.
Tony Award.
No, the
I would
Tony-
have loved Ellen to be back.
Yep.
Yes,
I
so-
agree.
Yeah.
I don't
For
think
sure.
I don't think Neil's one of those guys that you can script. Really, you just kind of got to let him roll loose. But Ellen, definitely big shoes to fill after last year.
Speaking about the Tonys and kind of the Broadway thing, they did a tribute to Sound of Music with
Yeah,
Lady
50th
Gaga.
anniversary.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Don't say she cannot sing. She can sing.
Oh,
That was
she can
amazing.
sing.
She rocked it.
She can sing.
Yeah,
She
she's
looked awesome.
Yeah, she sang 4 of the songs. She sang "The Hills Are Alive," which we all know, and then "My Favorite Things," which is one of my favorite songs. So, and then she sang "Edelweiss," which is like their national anthem for Austria, and then "Climb Every Mountain." And then, like as a surprise at the
phenomenal.
end, they had Julie Andrews come out
Yes.
too, and she.
Oh, I didn't catch
My favorite
that.
actress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But-
I think the cool thing about that was when they were interviewing Lady Gaga after the award, she had no clue that Julie was going to come out. It was one of her idols growing up, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's a very special moment for her, and I think that was
Oh
great.
my
That was
gosh.
awesome.
Yeah, and this is what she actually said on stage. She said, "Dear Lady Gaga, thank you for the wonderful tribute. It really warmed my heart. It's hard to believe that 50 years have gone by since that joyous film was released. I blinked and then suddenly, here I am. I think I do speak for everyone connected with the movie when I say we are all really blessed to have been a part of it. And as for me, well, how lucky can a girl get?"
And I think on
nice.
top of that, Julie Andrews, 50 years, this was filmed, Sound of Music. She
looks
still is
amazing.
phenomenal.
She's still rocking it.
Beautiful.
Class act right there as well.
Yeah, there's so many class acts. They really knew like who to put on stage for the Oscars.
And then
this year.
Lady Gaga
Yeah.
just got engaged.
Yes.
Follow her on Instagram, and that's a pretty big rock she has.
Oh, yeah, Kenny.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big old heart.
Heart shape.
Engaged to a longtime boyfriend, Taylor Kinney, who's, from what I hear, quite the hunk on, what was it, Chicago PD?
Chicago Fire.
Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
He
have to follow
is
up
an
with him.
attractive male, I'll tell you that. You'll have to follow him?
Yeah, I'll do check
I'll
that.
follow him on
I mean,
whatever.
I respect the guy. That's a lot of woman to handle with some of the things that she's put off in the past couple of years.
When I-
Meat dress?
Yeah.
yeah,
Dress.
the meat
People
dress.
were surprised, I think, to see her do something that wasn't so weird and out there, like just something
She looked
totally
very
normal.
elegant.
Are we
She
going
did.
back to the Oscar performance?
I mean, kind
now?
of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, she just looked beautiful and just completely amazing.
Another amazing thing that happened at the Oscars
Yes.
was Patricia Arquette's speech.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
She brought up Equal Pay Act for women and said to every woman that gave birth, to every taxpayer and citizen of this nation, we have fought for everybody else's equal rights. It's our time to have wage equality once and for all and equal rights for women in the United States of America. And then the best part, I think, is Meryl Streep.
Streep.
Yes. Fist pumping and
Fist pumping. All this. There's the.
Here we
I mean,
go.
it's a still photo. We couldn't get the video to work.
Yeah,
but
J-Lo
she
was excited too, and,
And
it
the
was,
thing
yeah.
is, Meryl Streep was actually in the running for that award as well.
well, yeah.
So
She
it
won
was
it.
great to see appreciation of what she said too.
I mean, I think Patricia Arquette had to win that award.
Yeah.
Boyhood, they filmed it
Incredible.
for 12 years.
It's 12 years in the making.
I mean,
Yeah.
how can you not give them that award?
Right.
So, yeah,
And just-
it's amazing.
It was just a very socially forward movement
Yes.
at the Oscars this year. So
Yeah,
it
a
was
lot
good
of
to see.
political campaigning almost.
Right,
So,
exactly.
it was-
it was good.
It was a show. It was great. Other things that happened at the Oscars. Michael Keaton. This is like the
Oh,
saddest.
yeah.
This is the saddest thing. I did not like reading about this. So Michael Keaton was shown when they announced the Best Actor in the Best Actor category. He was up for what was it, Birdman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was up for Birdman, and as they were announcing the winner, who it was not Michael Keaton, it was somebody else for The Theory of Everything.
Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne, yeah, something like that. But the camera panned over to him as they were reading the winner's name, and he was seen standing up, reaching into his pocket for his acceptance speech. And as soon as they said the other guy's name, he kind of pulled out and he kind of sat down. And he was like really sad about it.
Oh, how horrendous!
I know, and it was just really sorry. It was a little bit heartbreaking, and it was just
I couldn't imagine.
It almost reminds me, do you guys watch Friends?
yes.
Okay, because it almost reminds me of at the Soapies when Joey loses
Yes,
and he's
yeah.
like pounding his fist on the table. You're supposed to have like a satisfied boss face. You're like,
Right. Well, they were practicing that.
Yeah,
In the episode, they were practicing the winning face and the losing face.
So
That's kind of just like being the mouse and the cheese is right there, and they're like, "Oh, you can have the cheese," and then you don't get the cheese.
No. And it was they have a Vine. They've made a Vine about the Michael Keaton thing. And it's just the saddest Vine ever because he just like sits down. He's just putting his head down.
sad.
and-
they
oh my gosh.
also made a Vine out of creepy John Travolta.
Did they?
Yeah, I had a lot of
It's fine.
issues with this man at the Oscars.
Tell us more about that because I didn't really get to see it.
He like walked up to Scarlett Johansson on the red carpet and like kissed her on the cheek, but that wasn't like the, and she like gave some side eye too. Like
Yeah,
she
he's
was
like, "Don't do that."
don't do that to me. Apparently
There's the picture. Yeah.
Apparently the side eye is because he's like grabbing her stomach kind of, and she just had a baby not too long ago, and so she
She does not look comfortable at
no,
all.
she does not
Doesn't
look
look like she had a
appreciative
baby
about
either.
it. No, come on, like, come on. Does any
Scarlett Johansson
No.
Yeah, and then you know, last year he messed up Idina Menzel's name. So then she comes out to go present an award with him, and she was talking. I can't remember what she said. I have it. Oh, here we go. She said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my very dear friend Guam Gazingo." And it's John Travolta, so he comes out, and they're like, he's like, "Oh, I deserve that," and they're like talking, and then he like grabs her chin and was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't get over it." It was so
Like, let it go.
Look at that! Oh, that's so. And look at her, she's just like, oh. He's like going, "My wickedly talented Idina Menzel," and it's just like, how
My
uncomfortable.
wickedly talented.
Like,
haha.
oh, so gross.
Oh, I get it.
I just said
yeah.
something kind of funny.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah, it's all about the puns today.
It was
But oh my
bad.
gosh, that is like incredibly uncomfortable. Is that like okay? Do you think that's okay to do?
I think he might have got.
Plastic surgery, I'd say.
Yeah, I think he lost some pounds.
He lost some pounds, got some plastic.
Those look a
Yeah,
little
it's tough to see
different.
Danny. I think he might have been stuck in those days a little bit. I think that also adds to the travesty of John Travolta at the Oscars. He's never won one, even though he was nominated in 1978 for Saturday Night Fever, which he was moving and grooving in that one.
Well, hopefully he'll get his groove
Hopefully,
back
he's still got
soon.
some left in him.
And we'll be back with more after this Perfect Pets.
Meet Sable, a domestic short hair of only 3 years. She doesn't mind roaming around. Just look at her stunning black coat. This is Chief, a Labrador mix of 6 years. He's great at doing tricks. Meet the Curious Callie. This kitty is a 1-year-old domestic short hair. She's playful and, of course, always on the run. To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014.
Alrighty, some more juicy gossip while we're at it, ladies. Emma Watson, the Princess of Hogwarts, was rumored to be dating Prince Harry of the UK. You know, she's smart, sassy, independent, was Hermione Granger in, obviously, the Harry Potter movies, which I think most of us are pretty big fans. But anyways, when she was confronted about the rumors, she denied them, sent out a tweet saying, "World," heart emoji. Maybe that has to add something to it. Yeah, she said,
Detail.
exactly. "World, remember when we had that little talk about not believing everything that was written in the media?"
Ooh, sassy.
Yeah, Harry has not commented back on that, by the way. So what are your latest thoughts on the new dating rumors?
Well, I was so excited when I heard that they were dating because it's Harry and Hermione. It's the relationship that everybody in the world wanted.
I never thought of it that way.
It's not Harry, though.
It's not Harry Potter.
That would be if Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson got together, which would be a magical
She would
moment
be
as well.
a stunning bride, though. Like, think of
She should be the princess of
yeah.
England.
You think of
Well, they said that. She sent out a tweet later saying, and by the way, I don't have to be dating a prince to be a princess. Or something like that.
Sassy young woman.
I know. I was like, that is the best thing
See, but that's
that
like
you could say.
fitting because one time someone said to Kate Middleton, like, "Oh, you're so lucky to be having like William interested in you," and she's like, "No, he's lucky to have me." And I was like, "Wow!" So like Emma Watson would be fitting in with this family. Wow,
I know. Why isn't this happening?
Can we make it?
Can we
WMCM.
we'll plan. We'll plot.
That's a good venture call.
We'll plot.
what a beautiful couple that would be.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Never will.
It'd be so great.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of young couples, 50 Shades of Grey released recently. I personally did not get the chance to go see it
I
yet.
didn't ask you if you did see it yet.
I'm not sure if I need to
$5
see
movie
it. So $5 movie night, yeah.
$5
it's true.
movie night.
But questions of a sequel are being rumored around it
Right.
as well. I know there's a couple books, right?
There's 3 books.
3 books,
Yes.
okay.
We know you've read the books, Trent.
I haven't or
I read the first one and I started the second one. I just couldn't get into it.
I read all 3 of the books, I'll admit, and I thought personally that they were poorly written.
Yes.
Um,
My sister said that
but
as well.
Oh, they're terrible.
I did think that the actors, they did a great job in the movie. Not saying that I agree with the movie or anything, but it was pretty decent.
I heard it was like a good portrayal of the book, though.
Yeah.
Like, they did a really nice job making sure everything was in there. And
My
stuff.
favorite line is, "We aim to please Miss Steele."
Oh wow.
Oh.
It's kind of steamy.
It's raunchy.
So raunchy.
Speaking of raunchy, Disney star Victoria Justice, quotation marks here, wanted it to be even raunchier.
Oh,
Is this another Disney star that's...
no, Nick. She was Nickelodeon.
Oh, Nickelodeon.
Yes. She was on, what was that one show?
Should've known.
Zoe 101 she was on, and then she was also on Victorious. Not that I watched
Victorious.
either of these
That's what it was. No, I knew it was
It's funny, you guys.
I've seen a couple of
I haven't
When I
seen it.
babysit the kids that I babysit watch
Sure.
it. And it's,
Oh, sure. Babysit.
I watch it at night, sorry.
But yeah, as of overall, 50 Shades has done pretty well. Last week brought in over $100 million in the box office, including $209 million from overseas. So
But it's interesting because this weekend it dropped.
Yes, I saw that.
Day is gone.
Sales down.
Done and gone, guys.
It
Yeah.
dropped, what was it, 75% of their,
Jeez.
like,
Yeah.
from,
It was
dropped
bad.
70.
You
Well,
think,
since it
uh,
dropped, I think that we should be back after this break.
Yes, we'll be right back with more news.
Hey, can't find what you're looking for?
What?
You can find what you're looking for and more at WMCM. WMCM TV has plenty of shows you can view at your pleasure. There's Profile, where we interview people throughout the community. Or if you like sports, we have Sports Talk Live and Sports Scene. And if you're into celebrity gossip, that's why we have Afternoon Delight.
Well, that all looks great, but I'm on a computer, not a TV. I bet you guys don't have a way for me to watch this stuff on a computer.
Oh, we have that covered too. Just go to WMCMTV.com for all the updates.
Wow, that solves all my problems. Thanks, WMCM Genie.
That'd be like Bruce Jenner.
Hi, and welcome back to Afternoon Delight. We're going to use this segment to talk about the Kardashians. I know it's everybody's favorite subject.
Especially trends, you guys.
why are they famous again?
Was it a day gone by without a Kardashian news story, guys?
Not really.
My Instagram, yes, I follow Kim.
I follow all of them, so
It's full of Kim Kardashian's face.
Well,
I
I-
want to take a picture of myself.
I like to follow her because I want to see pictures of her child.
So North is cute.
She's cute. Yes.
Oh my god.
So speaking of North, so Chloe and Kim got in a car accident.
Oh no.
Okay, but it wouldn't be called a car accident here. They
Oh,
slid
okay.
into a ditch.
Oh no. That's still not
I
nice.
slid into the ditch last week. It's a story about me.
Yeah, they're in Montana on a ski trip for the weekend because it was their good friend Jonathan Shaban.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was his birthday, so they went on a ski trip in Montana, and a truck drove by, and like snow flew onto Chloe's windshield, and so she
Yeah.
couldn't see, and it was an icy road, so she slid into the ditch. And apparently, according to Chloe, Kim cried, which makes me really happy.
so
she's an ugly crier.
Jesus Christ.
She is actually a really ugly crier. It's
Like
pretty
one of my
awful.
favorite episodes is when Kim's crying and she goes, "Courtney, stop laughing at me." And then Courtney in her interview is like, "I can't help it. She makes the ugliest cry face," and she does. It's horrible.
She really does though.
Yeah.
She really
it's great.
does.
Yeah.
So are they all okay? Like, is everybody
They were
okay?
all fine. There was a statement from the captain of the
bandits.
police. I don't in this
so
town.
the police captain
Yes.
got involved
He
in
said
it.
this was not a crash. It's called a slide off. It happened because the roads were pretty slick and they were
Please.
poor driving conditions. There were no damage to their vehicle or any other property, and there were no injuries or citations
Oh
given.
my goodness.
So
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I think the real cause of the accident might be the release that Kanye did not deny that Tyga was dating. Who was Kylie? Kendall?
Kylie, yep.
I don't even know who Tyga is.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
a rapper.
He's 25 and Kylie's 17. So there's kind of an age.
There's that.
There's a consent thing going on there.
I wonder if Chris is okay with this all. She seems to run everybody's way, including Bruce.
Right. They're divorced.
Well,
Now you got Kanye
I
in
didn't know
the
they
mix
were
too.
divorced.
Yeah. That's an interesting dynamic because I don't think Kanye likes Chris.
I can't see him liking her very much.
No.
I don't like her.
But yet Kim
I
and,
wouldn't like her.
they're all still Kim, North, and Kanye, I guess. I mean, he's always on
Kim
tour
and
somewhere.
Kanye are probably going. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody,
It's
but they're
okay.
probably going to get divorced within like the next 2 months.
Very
No,
excited.
I'm
they've
giving
been
it at least a year.
practicing
Okay.
Yeah.
to make another baby. Quote, unquote.
Practice makes perfect.
That's really gross. That's actually really gross.
So they're trying. Right. I mean, if you've seen any promos for season 10,
I haven't
they
yet.
like
No.
apparently they were trying in a closet
Oh.
somewhere.
Season 10?
Do we really need to know
Oh my
about this?
goodness
Yes, there is a
gracious.
season 10.
10
of Kim
seasons?
and Kardashian.
I think Trent should probably date like Kendall or something. Get his
he's a little old for her.
I'm a little seasoned.
I could be like Chris
crying.
Humphries. He was only going to marry him, then
There you go.
divorce her 25
And
days
then you have so
later.
much
Just not
money.
fair, man. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
You have so much money.
There you go.
So real quick, Kim K, and tying the Kim K and Oscar thing, she wasn't at any of the Oscar after parties, and
Did she dress up?
she did. She dressed up, but she didn't go to any of the parties, and the reason was, quote, "I have no one to watch Northwest."
Why is she going to Oscar?
Well, and
she's not an actress.
She has a nanny. Like, how did
she's
she not
got
have
kids.
anybody?
I'd nanny for Kim K.
I would too.
And I'd watch her pets too, which is why we'll wrap up and talk about Perfect Pets next.
Meet Sable, a domestic short hair of only 3 years. She doesn't mind roaming around. Just look at her stunning black coat. This is Chief, a Labrador mix of 6 years. He's great at doing tricks. Meet the Curious Callie. This kitty is a 1-year-old domestic short hair. She's playful and, of course, always on the run. To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
And welcome back. So we have time for one more story here, guys. So we're going to talk, of course, about Ariana Grande, because who doesn't love Ariana Grande?
And her ponytail.
And her ponytail. Exactly. I don't. No, I'm not. I like the song Bang Bang, but that's it.
Let's not even buy her. I would like to throw that out.
Partly by her. So anyway, so it's nothing really to do with her, but a BuzzFeed writer decided that she was going to create a Starbucks drink that reminded the world of Ariana Grande.
That's what we need.
That's
what we need.
Well, her name sounds like a drink.
it really does. And you have to order it on
Ariana Grande,
So this is the drink. This is a drink. A cotton candy frappuccino base, which is basically vanilla bean and raspberry like mixed together.
That makes cotton candy.
Mocha syrup, mocha chips, whipped cream with a caramel drizzle.
Sounds like a stomach ache.
I would throw up, I think,
don't
if
like
I
coffee.
did.
Cotton candy based.
Cotton candy.
Ew.
It's a cotton candy frappuccino base.
Interesting.
I know, and it's just
I wonder if it'll sell. We should,
I don't know.
we should go order it. I think we should do that after the show today.
Let's go order. Let's go.
We can test it. And, like,
Pass on that one.
We can get a small one. We don't have to get the grande. We can get the small
the
one.
Ariana Grande.
The Ariana Grande, please. But the lucky Starbucks employee who got to make this fabulous drink said that she included extra everything. So extra, mocha
Vanilla.
syrup, mocha chips, because she thought that that's what Ariana Grande would like.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess
I
mean,
think I just stick to the
consider it
hot chocolate. You know.
I think,
hot chocolate with a little whipped cream, maybe.
Jamaican.
I think just like most of Ariana's live performances, that drink might leave a bad taste in your mouth. Sorry, Ariana. Sorry.
Well, on that note, that was quite a good note to wrap up on. Thanks for tuning in to Afternoon Delight. We'll see you next time. So